Welcome to the first living room of 2026.
Happy New Year.
We're happy you're here. What's been going on, Scott?
The holidays.
It sounded very scripted. And this is the least scripted thing you can imagine. Yeah, we had a good 2 weeks off from school and mostly work.
For you.
For me.
I had plenty of work.
Scott was doing things I was not. But it was good.
Yeah, it was good. And kids were back in school this week. And so we're back to a routine, which has been sorely lacking, which I tend to thrive in a routine.
And yeah, people are like straight back to work, straight back to life, straight back to let's look at houses.
Yeah, we've shown several and have several scheduled for the upcoming week or two already. So yeah, people are doing it, and hopefully some of the houses we have listed will get sold as well.
That's right. We're gonna have some price drops, right?
Yep.
And some new listings coming up, right?
That's the idea. There are a couple ready to go, waiting on a couple of things to be finalized before they go live. But yeah, we do have a couple on the horizon. So.
Did you make any New Year's resolutions / goals?
Well, I did. I personally want to spend less money, save more, I guess is the positive way of saying that.
Mm-hmm. How do you plan on doing that?
By not spending it.
Yeah, do you have like a specific thing you're going to do? A goal without a plan is...
The plan is just...
What is that saying?
If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail.
Yeah. So are you planning to
No,
succeed?
not at all. I am... my method is just going to be a lifestyle of denial of self. And that's the plan.
Okay, that sounds terrible. Good luck. Godspeed. So every January for, I would say like 4, maybe 5 years even, I've done a no spend January. No, caveat, spend is mostly like no clothes for me. That's the big thing. Mm-hmm. And then just very like carefully chosen other things. If
we still eat.
We still eat. We still do things. But for me, that is a very specific way that I feel like after just months and months of what feels like free spending, because it's all free money at the end of the year.
Right. Well, when you save it, it is.
And then it's like, whoa, things that just felt like everything's been coming in. So I'm like, whoa, let's stop. So, I mean, a lot of people do no spend January, but another friend and I are doing it. And I was telling her, it's like the way that we need to think about it is we're using what we have instead of like, we're not buying anything. That sounds kind of negative, although I don't mind that. But the positive is we're going to use what we have. Wear things that are already in my closet.
It's not like we're roughing it. We have nice things.
No.
And so we're okay.
So that's my January.
Okay. I'm going to try to make it a year.
Huh?
I'm trying to make it a year for me. Not
that's unreasonable.
No,
Don't be silly.
I'm not. But
last year though, remember I did 3 months no spend, with the exception with one caveat of a dress that I wanted. Do you remember? You probably don't.
Vaguely.
But I did January, February, March, and it was either February or March, a dress that I'd been watching, a brand that I really, really loved, a major sale, and I toiled with, I was like, should I break my no spend? Anyway, I was like, just do it. And so I did. But that was the only thing I bought for 3 months.
I'm very impressed by that.
I know. I made up for it in the latter part of the year. So that's why moderation, not all or nothing. Moderation.
That's right.
Oh.
So do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I just said it.
Well, no, I mean, you said January.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's the start.
All right.
Start there.
I thought maybe it's something you want to carry throughout the year.
No.
Okay. I'm not trying to get ahead of yourself.
No, one thing at a time. People go too hard in January and they crash out.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Okay. I have a question for you. We often talk a lot about, in the buying process, buying, selling, we talk a lot about our interaction with like buyers and sellers. Mm-hmm. But something I don't think we've talked enough about is the importance of dealing with other agents. Mm-hmm. And one thing that I hear a lot is how great, and this is, he didn't know I'm about to say this, how great Scott is to work with on the agent side. Luna thinks so too. And so, like, kind of how we're structured here a little bit, a lot of it,
most of it,
is I'm very heavy on the front and back end. And Scott handles a lot in the middle, which means a lot of the agent to agent interaction. And so I think that it must be something that is rare in our business because of how, when people say, it's so great to work with you, you're so easy to work with, you're so professional, makes me think that that's not the experience everywhere. And so can you speak to what you've seen with that?
Yeah.
And what the importance of working, the positive working relationships, and how that benefits like our clients as well.
So this is maybe a bigger answer than you want, but I think that just somebody, and this is not unique to real estate, somebody who is self-employed is a more independent person and oftentimes just answers to themselves. And so a lot of times that means I want to get my way in things. And one thing that we've tried to keep at the forefront of our relationship to our clients is we're serving them and we don't get our personal feelings in the middle of things. And so somebody is being difficult on either side of the transaction, we don't let that transmit through us to the other parties. So if we're dealing with a buyer who is very emotional and reactive, or a seller who may be the same way, we communicate the necessary things that need to be communicated, but without the emotion and any sort of ramping up of the pressure in the situation. So I think that's maybe part of what people are responding to when they say that I'm easy to work with. I mean, obviously I'm very prompt and responsive, the things you would hope that you would have somebody you're working with, but also I don't try to make it difficult. I'm not trying to like throw my own weight around in the process to try to make anybody uncomfortable.
Yeah, and one thing you do, and I don't know if it's norm, it might be, is oftentimes when we're presenting an offer to somebody, you call the agent and say, hey, this offer's coming. And I think from the get-go, it sets up the whole transaction for the better when it's like, oh, we're working together.
Yeah, every time. I don't send an offer without calling the agent to say, this is coming now. And it's like I hit send while I'm on the phone with them. I don't want them to get it without having heard from me. Sometimes there's things I need to communicate about the offer. Sometimes it's, there may be a special situation that just needs to be dealt with verbally. I just think there's a lot of goodwill in talking to somebody, and especially if you've never worked with them before, to introduce yourself and let them know from the very beginning that you're somebody who will answer the phone, will talk to them, and is going to be hopefully pleasant to work with. So
when we present that front to another agent, how does that benefit the client, do you think?
Well, I think one, if there's in the instance of maybe a multiple offer situation, if they know this person is going to be easier to work with, this person is a professional agent, this is what they do, they're going to answer the phone, respond to text, respond to emails, get documents in a timely manner. I think that only benefits a buyer whenever an agent is presenting multiple offers to their seller to say, I know this agent, or this agent has already spoken to me, explained this, this, or this. I think this is going to be an easier road. If all things being equal, if you've got an agent in your corner that has a good reputation and communicates well and promptly, I think it only benefits a buyer.
Well said.
Yeah, unless, or if it could, I guess, be to their detriment if they think this person is very competent, we'd rather take advantage of this other person. No.
I don't think that's true.
No, not at all.
People don't want to work with those agents. But you do think it's an important piece of like our business.
I think,
don't you think?
In general, yes, of course. I think in general, like a lot of people in any industry now hide behind emails and text messages. When a call would do wonders for a situation.
Gosh. He loves a call.
I don't, but this is the thing.
He says he doesn't, but he will pick up the phone so fast. I'm like, oh, how many times I say, I don't want to listen to this?
A lot, especially in the car.
In the car.
I just think a lot of times obviously, it's not a secret that sometimes tone is often lost in the written word. You can say something that's meant to be totally innocuous, and somebody could take it the wrong way.
Yeah. There have been times when I've told Scott, like he's read something to me, he's read an exchange back and forth, and I've said, you need to call him or her because they're not understanding what's happened. They're not understanding tone. And so it feels more combative or something's off. And so he picks up the phone, and I remember one time, I can't remember the agent, but I remember you called her and you talked through it, and immediately you were like, oh, there's no issue.
Well, and also it's very disarming. So if somebody even is, like if you're not misreading the tone, you can tell they're very amped. You can disarm that very quickly with the phone call just to say, hey, I just want to be clear, this is what I'm trying to communicate, not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or throw any weight around. This is what we're trying to accomplish here, and we're on the same team. I say that a lot. We're all trying to get to the same place. We're not competing against each other at this point. We're cooperating. And so just sometimes it's helpful to remind people of that, because in any industry, there's ego, and a lot of people feel like they need to win something. And our goal is to help our clients win and to help the other party accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, as long as our people are getting what they need.
We often ask for client referrals. Does anybody ever ask for agent comments, like agent feedback?
I mean, there's this automated thing we get sometimes that says, hey, so-and-so worked with you. You go and rate them.
I know we don't, but I don't know how open other agents would be to being like, Scott was fantastic to work with. You should definitely work with him.
Yeah.
Coming from another agent that might,
they
might not want to do it for their business. But we have boasted about other agents by name before when they're so great to work with. And we always say, like, if you don't want to work with us, work with somebody else that's going to do a good job. And we can tell you some of those people.
Yeah, we have people both in our brokerage, outside of our brokerage. We have good friends all over the place who are agents. And sometimes we'll be talking to somebody and maybe even open house, and they say, well, I'm working with this agent. And we are very quick to say, if not lying, but if they're somebody that we've worked with and has a good reputation.
Yeah, like they're fantastic, great.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll take care of you. They'll do a good job. No reservations about you work with them. In fact, I'll usually text the agent at the moment and say, hey, so-and-so, your client came to our open house. Let me know if you have any questions about the property. Just to know that we're not trying to move in on their client, and they're eager to be cooperative in that situation.
Bottom line, you want to work with a real estate agent who's good with the client, agent, other agents, lender, inspector, anybody who may
closing
attorneys. All of those pieces play an important role in the whole transaction.
And if you ever are trying to vet an agent and you know somebody who's a closing attorney or a lender and say, hey, what do you know about this guy? That's not a bad referral at all for somebody to say, he's great, or she's great, or let me recommend this person, is often the way around it. You never want to say anything bad about anybody. We're careful to do that. We're not going to disparage another person. However, we will sing the praises of somebody who is truly good at what they do.
And we have talked for 12 minutes longer than you guys want to listen to us.
This is a riveting conversation.
So we're going to sign off.
Bye.
Bye.